What's up, future millionaires? It's Mike the Investor, and I am back with another video. And for those of you that may not know, this Wednesday I experienced my channel being taken down, by YouTube for 3 hours, and then it was reinstated. They sent me an email and said, "Hey, Mike the Investor, this is a mistake on our part. We're reinstating your channel, and you don't have any community strikes." So I'm not sure kind of what happened on that, but in a nutshell, that's what happened. And so I want to say first and foremost, thank everyone, who helped support it, helped get the channel back, who retweeted, who messaged, who DM'd me, who sent, kind words. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you truly, because I put a lot of hard work into this channel, and I definitely love making content for you all. And so what we're going to be covering in this video, we're going to be looking at how El Salvador holds or owns 550 Bitcoin. And that's actually going to lead us into the second thing we're going to cover, which is some reasons on why I think the market has dipped, even though we are still over 2 trillion crypto market cap at the time of this video. And then thirdly, we're going to actually look at the entire cryptocurrency market. And then fourthly, I'm going to share with you maybe some things to consider as a crypto investor at the time that we're seeing right now in the crypto market. And so before diving into it, definitely take advantage of grabbing some free Bitcoin by using the Voyager and BlockFi link down below, where you can earn passive income just for holding your cryptocurrencies on those platforms. Now let's get ready to dive right into it. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Now, there are timestamps down below if you do want to look at some specific parts in this video. But let's briefly look at the article that shows how El Salvador, the country, has acquired 550 Bitcoin. So this article is coming from Bitcoin.com. Now, we all know that Tuesday was the first day that, Bitcoin became legal tender, for El Salvador, a national currency right alongside the US dollar. And so here are the highlighted parts here briefly. Check this out, guys. And so the president of El Salvador announced Monday that its government has started buying Bitcoin. El Salvador has just bought its first 200 coins, and a few hours later, El Salvador bought another 200 coins, which they now hold 400 Bitcoin. Let's keep on reading. So as we move on down, you can see after the price dipped, the president of El Salvador buying the dip, he bought another 150 new coins added. That's crazy. So now we can see that El Salvador, they hold 550 Bitcoin. And before we kind of look at the market, I want to share with you a way you can invest into cryptocurrencies completely tax-free and some of the best cryptos in the space. Check this out. So 𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 is known as one of the largest crypto IRA platforms in America. And so they offer tax advantages with your traditional and Roth IRAs. We have 24 hours, 24/7 trades, very, very low cost, and they are IRS compliant. 𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 gives us the ability to invest in gold and silver that is completely secured. And not only that, they have a lot of cryptocurrencies that they continue to add to the platform, as you can see for yourself. And for the coming soon, you can see they have Decentraland. And when it comes to 𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦𝗧𝗏 cold storage backing, they have some of the world leading institutional providers, as in Coinbase Custody and Curve. And so if you do want to check this out for yourself, use the promo code Mike the Investor, all one word, and you will be able to get 1 month free and check it out for yourself. Alright, future millionaires, so now that you know how to take advantage of investing in some of the top cryptocurrencies completely tax-free, now that kind of brings us into the first reason on why I think we are seeing this dip in the crypto market. I think this is a complete domino effect of everything trickling down. So let me explain exactly what I mean. And so some of the reasons why I think the crypto market has dipped and still dipped right now is because, number one, I think September is one of those months where investors are known to take profits. And with that being said, I think it kind of hit at the same time. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the first reason that you're looking at, when Bitcoin hit that 52,000 high at the current little peak that we were seeing, is when we seen that dip in the market. Even with El Salvador buying the dip, that is when we started seeing investors take profits, which also led to liquidation in Bitcoin futures long positions, and that was about 3.22 billion. That's a lot of money. And then from there, that leads to panic selling, from newer investors that may not understand what's actually happening. So when we look at those three things, all of those things cause volatility to the downside in a domino effect. We have profit selling, which takes the price lower. We have Bitcoin futures that was liquidated, that takes the price down. And then we have panic selling, which also takes the price down. And then that brings us into another reason, which I think this is just kind of normal pullback as the market had recovered so fast. And so the other thing that we can kind of talk about as well is the potential suing, of the SEC with Coinbase and Uniswap. And so those are some of the main reasons why I personally think we are seeing this dip and why we are currently consolidating right now. Let's go ahead and look at the overall crypto market just to kind of see where we are right now. So according to CoinGecko, the crypto market cap is around 2.1 trillion. It is down currently 3.8% on the 24 hours. And if we look on the volume here, 157.7 billion for the volume, and there's a flat 40% for Bitcoin dominance and 18% for ETH. And if you look down here at Cardano, this has probably give or take around 13% for its market share as far as dominance. So that's crazy if you look at the top 3 here as far as cryptocurrency. So if we look at the top 10, we can see Solana has definitely pulled back. Everything here in the top 10 has been red, except for Solana when it comes to the 7-day. But when it comes to the hour or just the day of, everything is red as we can see here. And so this is a full, kind of pullback with the entire market. And so I want to briefly look at the overall market cap up close just to kind of show you where we took that quick dip. All right. And so as this load up here for us, I want to go to the 60-day chart. And so if you look here, you can see just back in July, the crypto market was at 1.2 trillion. So even with the dip that we're seeing, you can see we are still 900 billion higher than where we were, right? So, don't panic on this, little pullback that we are seeing. And also, if you just notice all of the Bitcoin that the country El Salvador bought, that should tell you as well that crypto and Bitcoin is here to stay. It is the future, right? And so if you look here, here's the tip of the iceberg. It actually hit around 2.5 trillion for the market cap. And then we saw this pullback right now. And so now we can see there's been a little bit of consolidation. And so what I think here personally, I think if the market can continue to consolidate above that 2 trillion, market cap value, I believe that's going to help set us up for a higher price movement potentially here in the short term. That's what I believe. So I think it's a bullish sign if it stays above that 2 trillion. But yes, we're going to see what happens in the future. And so now let's kind of talk about here briefly kind of some things to think about, if you are a newer investor and you're experiencing, these unexpected dips, here in the market. And so one of the first things you want to keep in mind, if you're not able to, stomach the volatility, in the crypto market yet, do not look at your portfolios, if you're not looking to buy, because that's the quickest way, to get nervous, to panic sell, or to second guess your investments, right? As you're growing your education in the space. And so I repeat, if you're not looking to buy, don't look at your portfolios. If you're wanting to look at the prices of the crypto space, go to a different platform where your portfolio is not connected. All right. Number 2, another thing to consider, if you're looking at your portfolio and you're thinking about buying, this is kind of a rule of thumb that I use. First and foremost, I kind of look at what position am I still looking to add to, because I don't want to look at any positions that I've actually accumulated the amount I want to look at, because that just kind of clouds my judgment. So I want to just look at what positions do I still want to add to. Then I go down to what position am I down on, right? And then as I look at what positions I'm down on, what position am I down on the most? Now, after I do that, the next thing I consider is how much money am I going to invest? Because also that helps depend on what I'm going to invest. Even though I may be down on this position a lot more, but I can potentially buy more in this position based off of what I'm investing, sometimes it makes more sense to get more in quantity in this position. And one last thing to consider, even though there are multiple things out there that can help you as an investor, reevaluate your crypto positions, meaning maybe you're thinking about consolidating a position where you don't want to hold a certain position no more, or maybe you're up. Maybe this is the time to potentially thinking about, okay, maybe the next time we see the market recover, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate this position into this position, right? Or take the time to educate yourself more on a position to figure out, okay, where should I actually put my money as we see these dips. So when things are tad boring, use this time to educate yourself more, in the market. And so as you educate yourself more, it'll also help you reevaluate the crypto positions that you hold. So a quick recap on what we covered in this video. The first thing we talked about was how El Salvador owns 550 Bitcoin. The second thing is we talked about why I think the market has dipped. Thirdly, we looked at the entire cryptocurrency market cap. And then fourthly, we talked about some things to consider, as a crypto investor, as we experience crypto dips. And so my thoughts on the crypto market, I do think if we can stay consolidating above that 2 trillion market value, this is bullish in my opinion. I believe that's going to give us higher price movement in the short term, meaning this year alone, meaning we can potentially break past that all-time high, which is 2.6 trillion for the overall crypto market cap. If we continue to consolidate above that 2 trillion, I definitely believe we will surpass that this year and beyond. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I believe if the market goes crazy, I believe we can see this run a potential 5 trillion crypto market cap. That is just my opinion, not financial advice. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I want to say smash the like button. Also share this out with someone you know. It really helps out the channel. If you haven't connected with me on Twitter or Instagram, definitely consider connecting with me at Mike the Investor. Also be mindful of the spammers. They are everywhere. They're on YouTube, they're on Twitter, and they're on Instagram. So be safe. And also check out the Patreon. Link is down below if you do want to get some of that inside content. And so that is all I got for you. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.